Hey, it's Grant. Don't buy a house in Grantham until you've seen this. Seriously. Some areas look perfect, but underneath they're ticking time bombs. Bad resale value, painful commutes, and schools that aren't quite what they seem. But don't worry, I've got you covered. I'll walk you through the best areas for families, commuters, and first time buyers. Plus, I'll share a few places I wouldn't recommend and one wildcard area that's probably the safest, most sensible bet in town. Let's get into it. Gonerby Hillfoot consistently ranks as one of the most desirable for families in Grantham, and is just as popular with commuters. It offers a great balance between suburban calm and daily convenience. Streets are wide and lined with modern and established homes, most with driveways and gardens that actually get used. A neighbour's family member recently moved here for Gonerby Hillfoot Primary School, which is often praised for its leadership, parent communication, and happy, well-supported pupils. On top of that, the location makes it incredibly practical. You're minutes away from the A1 for commuting by car, and just a short drive or cycle into town if you're heading for the train. The community feel, walkability, and peace of mind tick every box. In 2024, homes here sold 18% faster than Grantham average. Barrowby Lodge has a tidy, well-kept vibe that parents tend to love. The homes are mainly newer build detached and semi-detached properties with proper driveways and cul-de-sacs that are brilliant for kids. Green areas and small play parks are dotted throughout, giving the whole place a light, open feel. While not flashy, it's the kind of place where neighbors say hello and deliveries don't get pinched. It's an especially good choice if you're looking for something turnkey. Move in, unpack, and get on with life. Manthorpe is one of Grantham's older, more established family areas, and it still holds strong appeal for anyone looking for space, schools, and quality. You'll find larger houses, wider plots, and a good blend of period and mid-century homes. It borders Belton Park Golf Club and just a stone throw from Belton House and its surrounding grounds. Perfect if you're into weekend walks, golf, or just want somewhere beautiful to unwind. Its proximity to KG and the Priory Ruskin Academy make it a popular zone for both primary and secondary schools. One couple I spoke to recently was specifically waiting for something to come up here. It took a while, but when it did, they moved fast. That says a lot about demand in this area. St Vincent's and the town centre is ideal for anyone heading into London, Peterborough, or Nottingham. This is prime commuter territory. You can leave your door just after 7 a.m. and still catch a 7:19 Hull train service to King's Cross, getting you into London in just over an hour. The housing here is a mix of Victorian terraces, converted flats, and a few larger detached properties tucked down quieter streets. We worked with a buyer recently who wanted walking distance to the station. They now save an hour a day on travel time. If you want your evenings back, this is the way to do it. Grantham to King's Cross takes around 65 minutes on that train. If your commute involves a car rather than a train, Barrowby Gate is a practical and strategic pick. You've got immediate access to the A1 and A52, which makes getting to Lincoln, Newark, or Nottingham surprisingly easy. The housing stock is mostly 80s and 90s homes, plenty of space, private driveways, and generally well maintained. It's one of those areas that doesn't shout about itself, but performs well in terms of value, livability, and long-term satisfaction. Earlesfield might not win beauty contests, but what it does offer is brilliant value. The homes here, mostly traditional terraces and ex-local authority semis, give you square footage and a decent garden without stretching your deposit too thin. We helped a young couple move into a two-bed here recently, and with a little cosmetic work, they added nearly £30,000 in value in under 12 months. If you're not afraid of putting in a bit of effort, this area will reward you. Quiet, overlooked, and full of potential, Alma Park is a great pick if you want to escape the noise without moving to the middle of nowhere. The housing stock is mixed, with a good number of bungalows and family-sized semis. You're also near a few well-rated primary schools and local shops. It's right on the edge of Alma Park Industrial Estate, which is ideal for anyone in light commercial or trade roles nearby. A buyer we spoke to last month said it felt like a small village inside Grantham, and that's exactly the vibe you get. It's not trendy, but it's safe, steady, and practical. Harrowby Estate is one of the town's most local areas in the best sense of the word. A lot of people who buy here grew up here or have family nearby. You'll get more square footage than you might expect, bigger gardens, side access, and even some room for extensions. And while it's not the first place outsiders look, the savvy buyers often make a beeline here because the value is strong and the sense of community is real. Homes here average £30,000 less than similar sized properties just 1 mile away. Some parts of Grantham photograph well, lots of trees, a glossy interior shot, but once you look beyond the estate agent filters, you'll find questionable parking, congested roads, or schools that used to be good. I'm not naming names, but here's the golden rule. If the price looks too good to be true, start checking for things like flood risk, shifting catchments, and neighborhood disputes. Ask the tough questions before you fall in love with the finish. Now, this one's a bit of a wild card. Sunningdale isn't trying to be trendy or competitive, but that's exactly what makes it such a good choice for certain buyers. It's a well-kept, peaceful, modern estate with a real sense of residential calm. Wide pavements, cul-de-sacs, open green space. It's very much the move in and breathe type of place. It is also in a brilliant spot if you enjoy the outdoors. You've got Belton Woods for golf and spa facilities, and just a short stroll away, Manthorpe Woods, with woodland walks, wildlife trails, and access to Belton Park itself. For dog owners, nature lovers, or anyone craving greenery, this is a big tick. You'll mostly find detached and semi-detached homes here, ideal for second steppers moving out of town-centered terraces. It also sits within the catchment for Belmont Primary, which is well regarded. Now, it's not right next to the station, but it's walkable, about 25 minutes if you don't mind a brisk pace or a bike ride. Most residents do drive though, especially for work. Downsides, it doesn't have much in the way of character or variety, but for buyers who want no drama, no risk, and no regrets, it's seriously a smart move. Grantham isn't a one-size-fits-all. Each area has its own strengths, and if you know what to look for and what to avoid, you'll find something that fits your life, not just your budget. If you're thinking of buying in the next few months and want real local insight from someone who won't sugarcoat it, send me a message or leave me a comment. I'll give you honest advice straight to the point. Don't forget to like, subscribe, or share this with someone who's house hunting in Grantham. I'll see you next week with more smart, no fluff property advice.